Hello and welcome along to the Tennis Asia podcast. And on this show, we're going to take a look at a player we haven't actually mentioned on this show from a country that we actually haven't mentioned on this show before either. And joining us to take us through, Mr. Tennis Asia himself. Eddie, how are you? You've been enjoying Cincinnati, Montreal, etc., etc., etc.
Yeah, been enjoying all that. But I thought it would be, a good idea to focus on this particular player just because, as you said, we haven't had a chance to talk about her, but her achievements have been pretty special.
Indeed. Well, Indonesia is a country of something like 280 million people. It's not exactly known as a hotbed of tennis. I think something we actually said about the Philippines, of course, with the breakthrough of Alex Ayala a few months ago. But there has been a breakthrough player in recent months, certainly over the past year. A year ago, or just over a year ago, uh, unranked, I believe, now on the verge of the top 100. Who are we talking about?
Yeah, we are talking about none other than Janice Tjen from Indonesia, who, as you rightly said, was unranked as recently as June last year. So she's 23 now. So why was this the case? It's because she was attending university in the US and she was, competing with the US college team. Of course, it's an increasingly popular route for players these days before they go into the professional game. However, it is quite unusual for a player to, especially in this way, because we've seen recently sort of players make a sudden jump from the from the the US circuit, college circuit into pros. I mean, like on the men's side, you've seen Jacob Farnley. Obviously, I think he was outside the top 500, and then before you know it, he was suddenly winning challenges and getting into Wimbledon and all that. Now is then now in the top 50 or made the top 50. And then, obviously we've had players come through. I know, like in the past on the women's side, you've Danielle Collins, but I mean, a lot of Americans would tend to do that, but it's becoming increasingly popular for players outside of the US as well to do it. And of course, Janice is from Indonesia, and she has remarkably, she because normally when players play on the US college circuit, they'll split their time when they have time, in the holidays, they'll go and play some pro events. And I think she did do that at some point, but by the time she actually went fully pro, I think the last pro event that she'd actually played was back in 2022. So last year she went pro in June and had no ranking, and seemingly just started beating everyone in her path. And you just
I mean, she had a pretty decent junior career before she went to university, but evidently there's something that happens that they then come out, or in her case, comes out as a fully formed, ready to go on the tour. Certainly in the brutally competitive ITS.
Yeah, I mean, you mentioned her junior. I think she career high ranking in the junior, seemingly within the top 100, but not out of this world. And
right.
So obviously it as I said, she started playing June last year, and then seemingly just started winning. She had to start from the qualification of ITF events, right? So just starting from the bottom, and then
I switched from due dates to due dates, and it made me go from weeks behind to weeks ahead of my deadlines. You see, I used to just
took it from there. And I think the first event that she played on her return to pro tennis was in Monastir. Entered the qualies there, and just won every match, took the title. That's obviously the lowest rung of professional tennis, the 15K in Monastir, but nonetheless beat everyone in straight sets, just hammered them, and then took the title, and then continued that. Because they play consecutive
did
events.
It 3 weeks in a row.
3 wins in a row. I think she dropped one set in the second event. I've just got the results up here. So very good. And then eventually went to Europe, She did lose a few matches, but or one match there, but yeah, and ended up getting semis and then another title. And then, yeah, of course, some losses did come, but then she won another 15K and yeah, a bunch of 15Ks, and eventually rounded off the year at the end in December, winning a 35K. So, obviously she's showing that she's probably too good for this ITF level. Yeah, that 35K again didn't drop a set. So, yeah, I mean, it's certainly when you look at those kind of results, you're going to think maybe a lot more players who are unsure about making the jump as a youngster to being professional are maybe thinking, well, maybe it's not so bad if I can go to college and then come out seemingly completely ready to take on the pros. And yeah, this year it's sort of more or less, I mean, I guess it was a bit of a slower start. She qualified for 75K and and lost in the first round. But then when she came back to Asia, semis in Osaka 35, runner-up in Goyang 35, and then eventually the title in Goyang in the following week, semis in Changwon, winner in Andong, and then seemingly winning just consecutive events, a 35K, a 15K, 35K, and then a 50K consecutively. I mean, these tournaments, impressive. Again, just like beating everyone without dropping a set. And then a 35K in Taipei. And then that got her, by June this year, within a year of her coming back to pro tennis, is into the top 200. Yeah, so that basically secured her spot in the US Open qualifying draw, which will be coming up very soon. So we can look forward to that. But then, went to the US. And, you might be thinking, well, okay, she's done that in Asia. Good to have that kind of form. But then, she's going to go...
Can she do it on a humid afternoon in Lexington? That's the question.
Well, exactly. But also, bigger events in the US. And generally, you're going to have a better field at the events in the US. And obviously, especially with the US Open coming up. And yeah, she went to a 100 in Evansville first, got to the quarterfinals after beating, she beat Carol Zhao in the second round, but then lost to Katie McNally in the quarterfinals. But of course, that is not anything to be ashamed of. McNally is a player that's been up in the top 50. And then I think, she's quite young herself. She's, fell down, I think, maybe to injury and then is working her way back up. I think she went on to win that title. And then, she goes on to Lexington, which you mentioned, in Kentucky. Obviously it's going to be a hot summer there. And she still got to the final, finished runner-up to Wang Jiyu, who's obviously an experienced player herself, who's been top
50.
Been up top 50. And so, she took her to 3 sets, followed that up with another runner-up spot in Landisville, another 100K title, K event, and she beat Lanlana Tararudi in straight sets, a player we've mentioned many times in the quarterfinals. In straight sets, 6-1, 6-3. Lost out to Petra Marchenko in the final, but that was 6-7, 6-3, 4-6. So it was a tight match. So she's shown certainly that she can compete in these higher events. I mean, this is very, very good form. Petra Marchenko herself, by the way, is just 19 years of age and is already near the top 100. So she's a player with much potential and from Croatia.
Tell us a little bit about, obviously these wins of above 15 level, all these wins have come on hard courts. Tell us a little bit about her game.
She's played at obviously the US college circuit, which is very competitive. And, you can definitely tell that in terms of how comfortable she seems at being able to play big in the big moments and sort of having that sort of competitive spirit on the court. Yeah, she seems to be a good fighter. She moves well. She's a good athlete. She's quite strong. I mean, in terms of strokes, her forehand stands out. She's got a good forehand. She tends to hit the slice a lot on the backhand, but she seems to be very solid in doing that. I mean, she doesn't hit it too much in terms of like a full backhand, but yeah, definitely very impressive in terms of her, I would say, like her competitiveness, and also just, you know, moves well, is a good athlete. So she's definitely got the qualities, I think, to move on. I mean, she's made the top 150 now, and apparently that's only the third player from Indonesia ever to do that. And one of the players that she's, the best Indonesian player ever was Yayuk Basuki, who reached as high as number 19 in the WTA rankings back in 1997 and won 6 WTA titles. So
that is a name I remember from my little Wimbledon annuals, filling in the results from each stage.
Yeah, she reached the quarterfinals of Wimbledon back in the 90s. I think it was 1997. So yeah, I mean, it would be brilliant if she could even, you know, get close to that kind of level. I mean, Basuki actually, according to the Wikipedia page, I mean, she recorded wins over Amelie Mauresmo, Mary Jo Fernandez, Lindsay Davenport, Gabriela Sabatini, you know, legends of the game, right? So yeah, certainly now we have a player that, you know, for a first time in a long time, that's maybe able to get or have a reasonable chance of getting close to that level. I mean, certainly a top 100 doesn't seem far off now that she's already in the top 150. And, you know,
Hello and welcome to Tennis Asia TV for this live watch-along for the Sao Paulo Open final between Rakotomanga Rajaonah and Janice Tjen. This has been really an incredible year for Janice Tjen, the player from Indonesia, who has risen remarkably from, you know, just over a year since last year she was outside. I mean, she wasn't even ranked actually. And now she finds herself this year having qualified for the US Open. She got inside the top 200, which allowed her to get into the qualifying draw. She does qualify. She came through that in straight sets. She beat Kudermetova in the first round. And got to the second round before losing to Emma Raducanu at the US Open. A tremendous debut. And then she follows this up by playing her first WTA event here at this event in Sao Paulo. And yeah, she goes on and powers through the field and is now in the final. And she's up against another young player, though, another young talented player from France, and Rakotomanga Rajaonah. She is only 19 years of age, and of course she has come through some decent players herself as well, including the number 1 seed. Including the number 5 seed in the previous round, Zarazua of Mexico. She's a lefty herself. And, you know, that could present some problems, perhaps, for Janice because, you know, Janice uses that slice backhand. She's not as confident using the topspin backhand. And because of that, you know, that might be a little bit awkward, you know, if it's a lefty going into that side, the forehand into that side. I do think that was a little bit of an issue for Janice when she played Alex Yala of course, she came through against Alex very well. I mean, I think she managed to use her forehand very effectively. And of course, she's done that against numerous opponents, dominating with the forehand. So, yeah, it's seemingly she's able to do that well. You know, she'll sometimes like to run round the backhand and then hit that forehand. And her movement's so good, Janice. You know, she's just a great athlete, amazing footwork. To be able to run round your backhand and hit that forehand, and hit it with power in the way that you want. You know, you have to be able to have good footwork, and she does do that very well. Yeah, so Janice, this is an amazing moment for her. 23 years of age, of course. She is the first Indonesian to reach this stage in a WTA event, to reach a final since 2002, when Angelique Wijaya made the final at the Pattaya Open in Thailand. That's a tournament she actually won. And she actually won at just 17 years of age. So, yeah, it's that was an incredible achievement. But yeah, it's been a long time coming for Indonesian tennis. But here we are, and Janice has an opportunity to, create some history of herself. So, I mean, yeah, as I say, she's played a lot of matches. I mean, we can see her record there, professional win-loss record, 112 matches won, 20 losses. So that's an incredible ratio. She's up to 130 in the rankings, but now the live ranking, she will be near the top 100, around 102 in the rankings. And so by winning today, she will be able to enter the top 100 for the first time. And that would be a great way to sort of, top off how she's done. I mean, yeah, getting that first WTA title and entering the top 100 for the first time would be tremendous. And yeah, 63-11 win-loss record this year. It doesn't get much better. So yeah, I mean, she's come through against Zhang, Okolova, Alex Ayala, and Fran Jones in straight sets. She hasn't dropped a set yet. In particular, I saw the match, against Fran Jones from Great Britain. Jones has had a very good season herself. She's won a lot of matches too, and it was very competitive. And Jones put up a strong fight. I mean, yeah, she was competing hard, making a lot of balls, making it very difficult for Janice. Janice had to work very hard to win some of those points, but ultimately Janice did come out on top. And one of the things that's so impressive about her game it is her serve. I mean, she seems to serve, surprisingly well. I mean, 168 centimeters she is in height, I believe. So, yeah, in tennis terms, not that tall. But what stands out is, obviously serves well, but the placement's good, which allows her to get quite a few free points. And that might prove important today because, it's just that ability to serve, get her out of, the pressure moments. That just, having that in your locker, it just frees up the rest of your game as well. So, it's going to be interesting. They are just warming up now, just warming up the serves, actually. I just got a comment here. Will stream the game or just comments? I cannot stream the game. I do not have the rights to do that. If I was to try and stream the game here, any footage, the channel would get banned. It would get stopped, right? So, it's just going to be my commentary. If you want to watch the match, you're going to have to find where you can do that. I know that it's streamed on the WTA's own website, WTATV, but that is a service that you have to pay for. And I know it may be shown on a streaming service or cable in your own country. I don't know particular services that are available to you, but I'm not going to be able to show any live footage of the match here. But I will do my best to provide you commentary and updates on what's going on in the match live as I'm able to watch it. And hopefully you guys can enjoy that, and you maybe leave some comments in the chat and, ask some questions, see how it's going to go. So what's your prediction? How do you think this match is going to go? I do think Janice can get the win, but it's not going to be necessarily straightforward. So it's going to be interesting. I mean, obviously, Rakotomanga, she is, a lot young, and so this is also new for her, to get to a final as well at this level. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how it goes. And yeah, the players are just about to start, and I'm trying to get the score up for you now. Yeah, so yeah, so players just about to begin. Yeah, it's a 15 love already on the. So Rakotomanga is serving right now. Rajaonah. And that's a first serve into the net from Rajaonah. Second serve goes in. It is returned by Janice, but then the forehand up the line from Rakotomanga, that was very well executed into the corner. And that's 15 all. Yeah, serve in from Rakotomanga. We're now in the rally. Backhand from Rakotomanga. Backhand from Tjen. Backhand from Rakotomanga. Forehand from Tjen. And then it is into the net by Rakotomanga. It's 15-30. 15-30. So we have started here. Yes, so 15-30. Good start here for the Indonesian player. Second serve now for Rakotomanga. Oh, and that's a good return winner there from Janice Tjen, going inside out across court with the forehand. And she has 2 break points, 15-40. And yeah, Janice loves that. She loves to come around the backhand and hit that forehand cross court. Oh, first serve there is out from Rakotomanga. It's going to be a second serve. Oh, but that was a good second serve, and it's unreturned by Janice Tjen. Okay, so 30-40, one of the breakpoints saved. Rakotomanga serves. It is in. Oh, and it was out wide on the backhand side. Janice gets to the ball, but she puts the ball into the net, and it's deuce. So yeah, of course, Janice Tjen representing Indonesia. This is a big moment for her. Yeah, the first Indonesian player in the WTA final since 2002, since Angelique Wijaya won in Pattaya. So a big moment here, and big footsteps to follow in as well. And it's advantage Janice Tjen.
Second serve she gets. She smashes that return there, Janice. But Rakotomanga comes inside and steps in with the forehand, and that's a good response there from the French player. Rakotomanga does represent France, of course. She is the French player, but she was born in Madagascar. Rakotomanga serves. It is returned by Janice. Oh, but she goes inside out with the forehand, Rakotomanga, and that's a good winner from Rakotomanga. Very nice forehand there. And she gets an advantage. She's looking strong here, Rakotomanga. You can see why she's come this far. And she's definitely a talent, just 19 years old. First serve goes into the net. Second serve, it will be for Rakotomanga. Return from Janice Tjen, it goes in. Backhand. Another slice backhand from the Indonesian player into the corner. But that's a beautiful forehand winner up the line by Rakotomanga. And she takes that first game. Good hold from the French player. And yeah, she came through that well because obviously Janice had those break points. But the young French player manages to hold on. It's 1-love. So it's going to be interesting, as I said. Janice, tends to just hit the slice on the backhand side, and you've got that Rakotomanga forehand coming in that side. I mean, it does seem like Janice was able to handle that there, the slice backhand, okay, but then so was Rakotomanga able to respond with a good forehand up the line there. And if you're not already subscribed, you're good of you to hit subscribe, hit the like button as well. Okay, well, that was another ace there from Janice Tjen to start off. 15-love. She's hit a lot of aces on her run so far, including in the last match against Fran Jones, which was, very good. And again, another big serve down the tee that is unreturned from Rakotomanga. 30-love. Positive start here for Janice Tjen. She mentioned after the Jones match that she'd been practicing the serve a lot with her coach every day and drilling the serve. And yeah, that is you can evident that it's been working, and you can see the fruits of that here. So 30-love, second serve from Tjen. She goes out wide. It's returned short, but then Janice Tjen comes in and goes long with the forehand. So it's 30-15. Good question here from Leo. Is Rakotomanga's lefty forehand heavier than Yawa's? Yes, I would say so. Yeah, she definitely has a bit more oomph behind it than Yala does. Oh, that was good approach there. The approach shot from Rakotomanga with the forehand. She came inside, but then she had the opportunity with the smash, and that was wild from Rakotomanga, way out. So 40-15 to Janice Tjen. Janice Tjen serves, goes out wide. She finishes off with a volley. Very good play there from Janice Tjen. Wasn't easy. It was a high looping return. But Janice Tjen came forward and took the ball out of the air and finished off well. So it's 1 game all. The scoreboard there. A little bit slow to catch up. Yeah, but there you can see it now. 1 game all. And yeah, a good positive start here for the Indonesian player. Yes, and now Rakotomanga to serve. It is in. Returned by Janice Tjen. Backhand from Rakotomanga. Forehand from Tjen. Big forehand there from Tjen. And she's got opened up the court. Oh, but it hits off the tape there from Rakotomanga. Janice Tjen tries to come in with the slice backhand, but it goes into the net. So Janice Tjen loses that point. 15-love to Rakotomanga. First serve there from, full name is Tiantsoa Rakotomanga Rajaonah. Oh, that was a double fault there from her. But people, well, she says that people often just call her Sarah. So Sarah Rakotomanga. So 15-all here. And we got on a rally there, but again, into the backhand side of Janice, and she tried to slice it again, but, you know, that was awkward and it was not well executed. So, yeah, a little bit of difficulty. As I mentioned, it might be on that backhand side. She loses that point. It's 15-30. So that was a let there. So there's still going to be another first service here for Rakotomanga. Good return, though, there from Janice. It was a deep return on the backhand side, deep up the middle, and it draws the error from the French player. So 30-all. 30-all. First serve is in, but it's returned by Janice Tjen. She gets an opportunity now with the forehand. It's returned deep there. Oh, again. Rakotomanga went with the loopy ball deep, but then Janice Tjen hit the slice backhand again, but it was high, and she drops that into the net. Yeah, and that's a shot that has been a bit difficult for her so far in the match, and it's now 40-30. She had an opportunity there. She was kind of on top of the rally, but then it loses the point. And yeah, that return there goes long from Janice Tjen, goes behind the baseline. So Rakotomanga takes that takes that second service game 2-1. Yeah, so 2-1 on serve early in this final. Not too bad. I think it's been disappointing a little bit for Janice because, you know, some of those shots on the backhand side, it's going to be difficult. And you could see the talent that Rakotomanga does have. I mean, she hits that forehand. You know, there's quite a lot of oomph on that. She connects with that well, hits a clean forehand. And it's a lefty forehand as well, which, as I say, it creates its own difficulties. You know, the ball comes in at a different trajectory, a different angle. Yeah, and perhaps that might create some difficulties for Janice on the backhand side. But of course, Janice's own forehand may be able to do the damage. And if she keeps up her consistent serving, you know, as well as she's served in this tournament, she's going to have a good chance to get through this match. Comment here from Banter Blunder Chess. If the first set goes to Rakotomanga Rajaonah, she might pull off the upset. I mean, certainly it is possible. I mean, she's here in the final. From what I've seen early in this match, she's looking pretty strong. Indeed, and yeah, both play an exciting brand of tennis, and this is a great opportunity for these players. A good first serve, it is returned by Rakotomanga, but it is the error from Rakotomanga, the backhand dumped into the net. 15-love to Janice Tjen.
Yes, and as I say, yeah, the fierce forehand of Janice, but also that serve. I mean, when she gets in the groove, and that's definitely a shot that's able to break point, save break points. And that's such a useful tool to have in your locker. She's just got good placement. She's able to go down the tee, go out wide, and, get those aces. Wrong foot her opponents. Second serve it will be, though, for Janice Tjen. Seems to be struggling a little bit with the sun. That's a good second serve, though. It's returned, though. And then the return pretty well, but then Janice Tjen dumps her forehand into the net, so it's 15 all. So perhaps Janice struggling a little bit with the serve on that side. The sun in her eyes a little bit. She's having to just be careful there. But now she's got a bit of a shadow on the juice side. And yeah, that was a decent serve out wide and unreturned. 30-15. Yeah, good effort there from Janice. I mean, it's very impressive. Decent serve down the tee. It is returned deep, though, by Rajaonah, and we are in a bit of a rally here. So, again, though, that was Janice trying to slice the backhand, but it goes into the net, and that's happened quite a few times now. That's a bit of a concern for Janice. She has that weakness there. I mean, it really would help if she was able to hit a few more topspin forehands. Serve there from Janice, but it's a let. So get another first serve at 30 all here. Yeah, it's in, but it's returned out. So it's 40-30. And, if Janice is struggling a little bit on that backhand side, these serves might come in important. Yeah, another ace there out wide. Beautiful serve out wide by Janice Tjen. Another ace. And that just relieves the pressure, doesn't it? When you can do that. 2 games all. And now can she create pressure on the Rakotomanga serve? Yeah, Rakotomanga just lost one serve during this, one set during this run to the final. And Janice Tjen has lost none. Oh yeah, that was the first rally to start off that game, and it ended in an error by Janice Tjen into the net on the forehand side. 15 love to the French player. And serve returned by Janice Tjen. We are in a bit of a baseline rally now. Oh, but that backhand goes long from Rakotomanga. That's an unforced error. 15 all. First serve from Rakotomanga. It's in. Returned by the backhand of Janice Tjen. She hits a slice backhand this time. Oh, and Rakotomanga going for the drop shot with her forehand. It was a short ball, and she went for the drop shot. And now it's 15-30. And yeah, a little bit of a sloppy one, that, and perhaps now a chance for Janice to capitalize. Serve now from Rakotomanga. Good forehand return there from Janice. But it goes back into her backhand side, and she's struggling there. And eventually, a great forehand winner, cross court by Rakotomanga. 30 all. It's difficult here for Janice when it
the ball goes into that backhand side. So she's got to try and work out what to do here, and think she's talking to her coach in a little bit of frustration, Janice. Serve down the middle from Rakotomanga. But it was returned well, and it draws the error from Rakotomanga. Deep return, and then it was a backhand error from Rakotomanga. 30-40, a breakpoint opportunity again for Janice Tjen. What can she do here? It is a serve. First serve into the net by Rakotomanga. Second serve now. How is she going to do? Second serve's in. It's returned fairly well by Janice Tjen, but now she gets it back on the backhand side. Forehand back into the backhand side of Janice Tjen. She's slicing it okay, but now she's got an opportunity forehand, but dumps it into the net. And really, you didn't expect her to do that. Again, the big opportunity there. She unleashes on the forehand, but goes into the net. That's disappointing. That's an unforced error, and it's deuce. And, you know, she'd done well to ride the wave of those forehands into her backhand. She was doing well, got opened up and got the opportunity on the forehand. So that's disappointing. Serve down the middle from Rakotomanga. We are in the rally now. Oh, but the forehand error there from Janice Tjen goes long. Yeah, advantage for the French player, and Janice going to be disappointed. She had a number of break points now. Numerous break points have come and gone. And that's a return there. Rajaonah. She holds. So it's 3-2. So it's at the moment looking like a difficult one for Janice. I mean, definitely Rakotomanga. She's coming out. You can see the talent she has, but you know she's coming out looking confident. And yeah, I think Janice a little bit frustrated, obviously, with the break points that have come and gone. And yeah, I'll have to see actually how many break points was that now that she's had. I mean, must be at least 4. Yeah, so yeah, 4 out of 4 break points saved by the French player. So 4 break points come and gone. Now, Rakotomanga has not created any break points yet on the Tjen serve. But, you know, in tennis, it's sometimes the case where if you don't take your opportunities, you know, your opponent can have one and they take it. And that's why it can be such a tough sport to play mentally. You've got to be on it when you have those moments. You've got to be able to bring your best. But yeah, I suppose so far Janice's serving has been good, which has allowed her to, you know, avoid facing any break points. So let's see if she can follow that up again now as she comes out to serve here. Janice serves down the middle again. Great serve, unreturned. It's 15-love. Yeah, great technique, great timing. The Indonesian. Serve goes into the net. So it will be a second serve here for Janice. Sure. Oh, it was a decent enough serve, but it was a big forehand winner up the line from Rakotomanga. It's 15-all. And you have to say that was a great forehand winner there from the French player. First serve on the deuce side from Janice Tjen. It is returned, but Janice goes back inside Rakotomanga with the forehand, and that's a good winner, 30-15. So she's got good instincts on the court, I do think, Janice. You know, she
He's a smart player, an aggressive player, an exciting player to watch. And Rakotomanga too is, she hits really nice balls there, clean tennis. So yeah, it's an intriguing matchup, this. Serve from Janice, but it is returned well from Rakotomanga. She goes big with the forehand. Good power with that shot, but then that was good defense from Tjen, but then it was the backhand by Rakotomanga into the net. So it's 40-15. So I guess Janice doing well to actually, get the ball back with that backhand slice, and it drew the error on the backhand from Rakotomanga. Serve from Janice Tjen. She goes down the middle, but it's out. Second serve it will be. Serve goes out wide this time. It's returned pretty well from Rakotomanga. She'll get an opportunity now with the forehand. She goes up the line there, but somehow Tjen gets it back. But the short ball, Rakotomanga chases it and put that forehand up the line, and she gets a winner. So it is 40-30. So 40-30 here. Janice Tjen to serve. First serve. Good serve down the tee, but it is returned by Rakotomanga. Now opportunity for Janice Tjen in the forehand. Great shot. Oh, but that's a beautiful counter-punching forehand winner up the line. Janice Tjen went big cross court. Rakotomanga responded with a beautiful lefty forehand up the line. That's a great winner, and it's to deuce. And Rakotomanga is looking strong here. Janice Tjen to serve now. Oh, that's out. Hit the tape and went wide. Second serve now for Janice Tjen. She went down the tee this time, but it is returned pretty well from Rakotomanga. She's in the rally now. Oh, and Janice Tjen went for the slice, and it goes into the net. And now Rakotomanga has her first break point of the match. And yeah, as Janice has had 4 break points and couldn't take any of them. Now Rakotomanga has her first break point. Can she take it? This is danger now for Janice Tjen. First serve here from Janice Tjen. Oh, it goes out. So it's going to be a second serve. Rakotomanga has a break point. Janice Tjen, pressure now. Let's see how she responds. Oh, she checks her ball toss. So she's going to she's going now. She goes out wide. Good return there from Rakotomanga. But then eventually the forehand error there from Janice Tjen. Strong pressure there from the French player. And Rakotomanga gets the break. It's 4-2. And you kind of felt that was coming. Rakotomanga creating the pressure and eventually getting her own break point. And Janice is obviously going to feel a bit of regret having not taken any of those breakpoint opportunities earlier in the match. She had chances, and it's going to be difficult now. She's got to respond here, Janice. Yeah, behind now, 4-2, Janice Tjen. Good return, though, from the backhand side from Janice Tjen. And it's an error there from Rakotomanga. Love 15. So Janice Tjen takes the first point here. Serve out wide. But it was out from Rakotomanga's second serve it will be. So let's see if Janice can respond here. Oh, it's a double fault. That was way long from Rakotomanga. Now, perhaps she is feeling the pressure here. Love 30.
Oh, good return there from Janice. The balls keep coming back, but eventually she does finish with the forehand up the line, and that is really good response there from Janice Tjen. Aggressive play. She comes out on top. It's love 40. 3 breakback opportunities for Janice Tjen. This is good to see. Oh, it's a fairly tame first serve going out wide there. It goes into the net, so it will be a second serve. Big forehand there from Janice Tjen to return. Is she going to do the winner? Oh, she goes cross court again, but the ball goes into the tram lines. That's an error. So 15-40. Again, one of those break points gone. Difficult here. Tough moments now. Serve is in there. It does drop in the return. Janice Tjen tries to go big up the line, but it's into the net. It's 30-40. Another one of those breakpoint opportunities gone. And you have to think Janice has got to take this point here right now to get back into this set. Rakotomanga. How's she going to serve? She gets... Oh, it goes wide. It's out. So it's going to be a second serve now for the 19-year-old French player. Oh, that's a great forehand winner up the line from Janice Tjen. Beautiful winner. And that is a great response. She comes back. She breaks back. It's 4-3. Yes, and probably felt like Janice had to take that one, but she does manage to eventually take a breakpoint opportunity. She'd had so many. I think that was the 7th breakpoint, so she does take that one. And that was a really well executed forehand winner there. It's good to see her not backing down. Obviously, it's a great shot of hers, but you know, she'd missed a couple there, and yeah, such a strong shot. And yeah, you can see the disappointment there from Rakotomanga having been, you know, broken back there. So yeah, good response from the Indonesian player. And yeah, let's see if she's able to keep that momentum going. And you know, she's obviously a strong player mentally, Janice. I mean, she's come through a lot. She's played a lot on the US college circuit, which is known to develop players who are pretty tough, competitive fighters and are able to, you know, bring their good tennis in some of the toughest moments. And yeah, that's been a good tennis education for her. And obviously, she's played a lot of professional tennis over the last 15 months since she's become a full-time professional. And it's good to see, actually, you know, a big attendance there at the Sao Paulo event for this final, because yeah, it hasn't been too busy all week. But yeah, obviously for this final, exciting final between these two players, got a pretty good crowd there. And so now Janice has come out to serve. First serve for her. It is in, and it is returned pretty well by Rakotomanga. Rakotomanga, she runs well. And we're in a rally here. And then eventually she goes back in behind Janice Tjen. And that was a great forehand winner there from Rakotomanga. It's love 15. Yeah, now that is first serve from Janice Tjen. But it goes into the net. So a second serve it will be for Tjen. It is in, and it's returned pretty well though by Rakotomanga, and that is another error there. So it's love 30. And now this is trouble for Janice. Love 30 here. She could really do with an easy an easy service here, an easy service point. Oh, that service goes into the net though. It's going to be another second serve. This is another tough moment for the Indonesian player. She goes out wide, but it is returned pretty well. deep. And yeah, that draws the error from Janice Tjen. So it's love 40 on the Janice Tjen serve. She is in trouble now. Rakotomanga got her first break point and she took that opportunity. Now she has 3 break points. Let's see how Janice responds here. Oh, that was a service long. It's going to be a second serve. Not ideal for the Indonesian player. Oh, that's returned well by Rakotomanga. And yeah, it's a break to love. And Rakotomanga breaks. And yeah, obviously disappointing for Janice Tjen. She couldn't bring the first serves that she needed when she needed it. And it's now 5-3 for Rakotomanga. And she will now serve for the first set. Oh, returned well there from Janice Tjen. She gets an opportunity forehand. She goes back in behind Rakotomanga. She wins the first point here. Love 15. Yeah, so let's see if Janice can respond here again. So love 15, Rakotomanga to serve. Serve is in. Returned okay by Janice Tjen. She uses a slice there, Rakotomanga. Big forehand there from Rakotomanga. Slice from Janice Tjen. Forehand. Backhand drop shot. Oh, but it goes into the net from Rakotomanga. That's second time we've seen her go for the drop shot and it's just come up short. So it's love 30 and she's going to be disappointed with that error because, you know, she's handing the momentum back a little bit to Janice Tjen. And it's love 30 here. Serve from Rakotomanga. Goes down the tee, but it's long. Clearly long. And it's the second serve. That's a good return there. Janice now getting an opportunity to use her forehand. But that was a good backhand cross court from Rakotomanga. Now we are in a bit of a battle here. But yeah, Janice Tjen tries to go up the line there, inside in with that forehand, and it goes into the net. So 15-30. So 15-30 here. Rakotomanga to serve. It is in. Returned deep by Janice Tjen, but she's having to chase it because, oh, yeah, good defense there from Janice Tjen just to get the ball back. And then Rakotomanga with a backhand error, which she'll be disappointed with. But now it's 15-40. Oh, but that's a good shot there from Rakotomanga. Serve eventually allowing her to step in with a backhand cross court. 30-40. Still another breakpoint opportunity here for Janice Tjen. She's had quite a few. Can she take this one? Serve goes quite far out. Second serve here. Good forehand there from Janice Tjen, but it is returned well by Rakotomanga. She goes back in behind her there, Janice Tjen. She gets an opportunity to come forward. But Rakotomanga gets the ball. We're still going. Oh, it's a beautiful lob there from Rakotomanga. What a winner there. Nothing that Janice Tjen could do, and the crowd loved that. The young French player turning on the style and bringing it up to juice. Beautiful backhand lob there over the head of Janice Tjen, and she was rooted to the spot. Tjen knew that there was no chance, and that is great play from the 19-year-old player. And you got to say, she's on top at the moment, and it's great for her to save those break points. So Janice Tjen now facing the serve there is returned well. Let's see what it can do here. Janice Tjen forehand, cross court. Janice Tjen's forehand goes up the line, but it goes into the net. She tried to go over the high part of the net, and it's advantage Rakotomanga. Now it's the first set point for Rakotomanga. So Rakotomanga to serve right now. Oh, that was a let. She'd wrong-footed Janice Tjen, who stepped the wrong way, but it was a let. First serve again. Serves in, returned by Janice Tjen. She's hanging in there, but the backhand slice goes long, and Rakotomanga takes the first set. And Janice sort of shakes and shrugs in the direction of her coach, but it's the first set to the young French player, 6-3. Well, I mean, certainly we didn't expect it to go quite like that. I mean, it seemed to have started so well for Janice Tjen, and certainly she was the player that she created more break points. She had 9 breakpoint opportunities, but could only take 1 of them. Yeah, so what can you say? And it was Janice Tjen. She'd faced 2 breakpoint opportunities, 2 breakpoints, I should say, and Rakotomanga was able to take them both. And that is tennis. You've got to be able to take the opportunities when you get them. I mean, Rakotomanga, 8 winners to 12 unforced errors. Janice Tjen, 8 winners to 15 unforced errors. So she's hitting more errors there. And I think she does deserve to be on top, Rakotomanga, to have taken that first set. First serve percentage, only 57% for Janice Tjen. She would definitely want to bring that up higher, above 60%. If she can serve so well with that first serve, and, it's definitely a shot that allows her to get a lot of free points. So she's only hit 2 aces in this match. She's definitely capable of more than that. So let's see how she responds. Yeah, she's definitely, got the fight within her, Janice. But yeah, got it all to do now as the young French player. Yeah, I think you're right, Ari, and I'm sure Rakotomanga's coach has got her well drilled on Janice's game. And yeah, Janice, she does have a bit of that weakness on the backhand side, and I think Rakotomanga's exploited that well, and it's going to be difficult. I think, she's got a good all-round game, Rakotomanga, and she can hit pretty well on both sides. The forehand is particularly good, so it's going to be interesting. I think, Janice is going to have to make sure she serves well, continues to serve well, and obviously build on that. Yeah, sure. I mean, Rakotomanga, she is a young player, so she's still working her way up the WTA rankings. Yeah, she's currently ranked 214 in the world, but she'll be much higher now after this run, regardless of whether she wins the final or not. So 15-love to start for Janice Tjen. She's second set. So a good start for Janice. So first serve again at 15-love. Good serve down the tee, and it's another ace for Janice Tjen. She'll want to keep doing that more. And we saw that so much in the previous match against Francesca Jones, the Brit in the semi-final. Oh, that's another good serve down the tee, but it is returned. And a bit, good defense from Rakotomanga, and Janice Tjen comes forward, but she sends her forehand long. She was upping the aggression, but getting a little bit carried away with that last forehand. And she'll be disappointed with that. And, Rakotomanga's defending well. She's speedy around the court, Rakotomanga. So it's 15-30 here. It's going to be a 30-15. Going to be a second serve for Janice Tjen. It's in, and it's returned aggressively by Rakotomanga, and that draws an error. The forehand just going long from Janice Tjen. And it's 30-all. First serve here from Janice Tjen. But she just checks her ball toss there. She'll go now. Oh, it's into the net. And second serve now at 30-all. This is again a difficult moment for Janice. Oh, and that was not good. Yeah, that was a double fault there from Janice Tjen. The serve not even high up the net. 30-40 now, another break point here. And Janice has got she could really do with a first serve again. It is in, but that's returned well from Rakotomanga, and she's going to get an opportunity to step in. She goes back in behind Janice, and that is another break. Rakotomanga takes the first game of this second set, and not ideal for Janice. 1-love to Rakotomanga. Yes, it's really looking difficult now. Rakotomanga looking in very top shape at the moment, and Janice just not able to dig out the serve there. I think the pressure getting to her, the first double fault of the match for her, coming at a crucial moment there. And that is, tough for the Indonesian player. How is she going to respond now? She's created a lot of break point opportunities in this match, but just been unable to take them. It's 15-love to Rakotomanga. Serve down the tee there, and poor return there from Janice Tjen into the net. So 15-love. Rakotomanga down the tee, but it goes wide. Good return there from Janice Tjen, but she's going aggressively, but Rakotomanga hangs in there and eventually gets the opportunity to hit the winner with the backhand. And you have to say, she's playing tremendously here, Rakotomanga. Good backhand winner. And yeah, that's 40-love. The serve return goes into the net there. So 40-love to Rakotomanga. And another serve there, returned well by turned well by Janice Tjen, and then it draws the error from Rakotomanga, whose backhand goes into the net. So 40-15. Another serve from Rakotomanga. Goes down the tee, but it's wide. So second serve it will be, although Rakotomanga didn't think it was out. Oh, and it's a double fault as it hits off the top of the net and goes long. So 40-30. So half chance here for Janice Tjen. If she bring it to juice? She's got an opportunity to do that here. You really think that Janice has got to take any opportunities that come her way right now. But she can't return the serve. The serve goes out wide and Janice's backhand goes way out. So 2 games to love in this second set for the young French player, and Janice Tjen's got it all to do. Serve here from Janice Tjen. Out. Second serve from Janice Tjen. Returned from Rakotomanga. Eventually an error there on the forehand side from Rakotomanga. 15 love. Yeah, Janice Tjen's just got to try and stay positive here, and if she can hold, she'll be able to create pressure again. So that's a let, though, there on the first serve from Janice Tjen. So another first service she'll get. Down the middle, but returned well by Rakotomanga. And yeah, eventually drawing the error from Janice Tjen, the forehand going long, just long, behind the baseline. So 15 all. And it's going to be, yeah, Rakotomanga's just, she's just looking very solid on the forehand and the backhand side. Able to find deep balls out the corners and good angles. And it's, you know, she's made Janice Tjen work. Had to do a lot of running as well behind the baseline. So yeah, serve here for Janice Tjen. Out wide, that's a pretty good serve, but is she going to be able to get the winner? No, she was good return, and it was ball, you know, was caught under her feet there, and it draws the error from Janice Tjen. She tried to go inside out across court, but you know, it sprays the ball wide, and tough moments here for Janice Tjen. It's 15-30. First serve. Oh, now she's gone for the drop shot. That's beautifully done by Rakotomanga. And eventually Janice Tjen gets there, hits off the top of the net, but then Rakotomanga's there to finish it off, and it's 15-40. That was beautifully executed, that drop shot. Janice did well to get there, but Rakotomanga was there to finish it off. You have to say that's some really nice play from the French player. I mean, she's come out here, she's an underdog, but the young French player playing superbly. That's a good return there. And that is just, she's just making Janice Tjen work, and the forehand is dumped into the net by Janice Tjen. It's another break. It's 3 games to love. And honestly, this game is getting away from Janice, and we didn't really expect that. Disappointing from the Indonesian player's point of view, but you have to say the young French players come out and played a brilliant match. And yeah, it was just a case of, you know, she had those opportunities earlier, Janice, that she wasn't able to take, and it might have been a different match at this point if she was able to do that. But here we are, and it's 6-3, 3 love. And it doesn't look like it's going to be easy now, and it's going to be a long way back for Janice. And yeah. Yeah, definitely a talent here, Rajaonah. Sarah Rakotomanga, Rajaonah. French player born in Indonesia. Sorry, not Indonesia. Madagascar. Janice Tjen's from Indonesia. But yeah, it's going to be tough now. How is she going to respond? Yeah, it's 6-3 love. And it's going to be tough now. I'm not sure if Janice is going to be able to respond here because, you know, Rakotomanga's level's just been too high. And can she get one break back? Yeah, sure. But two, it's going to be difficult. It's returned well there. Janice. Yeah, so yeah, Janice, you know, going cross court with that forehand and drawing the error from Rakotomanga. So love 15. Let's see if she can respond quickly here. That's out. The first serve there from Rakotomanga. Second serve it will be. Second serve. And it's into the net. Double fault. So love 30. So Janice, how's she going to respond here? Oh, it's a forehand there from Janice Tjen. She comes forward to the net. Oh, she eventually does finish it at the second attempt, Janice Tjen. And it's love 40. And the crowd do like that. That was a tough point there for... Nice point there. I mean, Rakotomanga, she's actually, you know, she's fast around the court and she's defended very well. But Janice Tjen does come out on top and she has 3 break-back opportunities. But she's had a lot of break points, you know, points in this match, you know, break points, I should say, and hasn't been able to take them. Oh, but she does take this one. She gets the return in play and then it draws the error from on the forehand side from Rakotomanga. 3-1. And Janice Tjen will serve, having got one of those break backs. So good for her to, she's still staying positive. She says, come on. Second serve it will be for Janice Tjen. Oh, it goes just long. Not ideal way to start this game. Yeah, love 15. Just her second double fault of the match. The first one came in that first game where she got broken. First game of this set. Janice Tjen, good first serve there. And it's unreturned by Rakotomanga. So 15-all. Good serve down the tee, but it is returned by Rajaonah. And yeah, eventually the error, though, comes from Rajaonah. Good forehand deep there from Janice Tjen. So 30-15. It's tough moments here. But yeah, no doubt that Janice is a fighter and she will try to keep going here. She's, you know, come through that college system and they're very competitive there. Second serve now for Janice Tjen. She bounces the ball. Second serve. Oh, a lot of spin on that ball. Came up short and Rakotomanga cannot control the return, so it goes way long, and it's 40-15. Yeah, she can hold here. Tjen can make it interesting. So good serve out wide, and yeah, that's brilliant. Yeah, and that's the kind of serving that we've seen in this tournament. She takes that point, and it's a good hold there for the Indonesian. It's 3-2 now for Rakotomanga. Perhaps a way back into this for Janice. big come on as well after that from Janice. Good response there. I mean, it's good to see her staying positive. She really wants this, and she doesn't want to go down without a fight. And yeah, I mean, she's definitely got the abilities to be able to try and fight back into this. Let's see if she's able to do it, because yeah, great play for her. Yeah, break now. So let's see if Janice can respond. You know, she's got a good opportunity here. I think she's able to keep the pressure up. And obviously, this is a big moment for her in terms of for the other player. In terms of, you know, this is a big final for her. And so she might start feeling the pressure if Janice is able to keep it up. So yeah, let's see how that goes, because I think the important thing for Janice is to also be able to you know, to keep serving well, like she can. You know, the errors on the serve came in when she was under pressure, so she's really got to cut that out. And she'll have her opportunities, I'm sure, to break back. So that's a first serve into the net from Rakotomanga. Second serve now it will be, but she checks her ball toss. Still waiting for that second serve. Now it comes. But it goes out. And it's a double fault to start here for Rakotomanga. And perhaps Janice is able to capitalize on this period of nervy play from the French player. 5 double vaults so far in this match. Yeah. Oh, but that's a great forehand winner by the French player. Back in behind Janice Tjen. That's a good point there. Yeah, 15-all. And yeah, that's 30-15 now for Rakotomanga. Oh, the point was finished off at the net there well by Rakotomanga to bring it to 40-15. So this service game is going well for the young player. Obviously having double faulted with the first point of the match. First point of the game, I should say. Yeah. Good serve out wide from the French player. And she comes in to finish at the net, and she does enough, yeah. So, yeah, good play there from her. And it's 4-2. So, Janice Tjen to serve again. Let's see if Janice can respond here. She'll want a straightforward service game here. First serve from Janice Tjen. Down the middle, yes, and it's unreturned, wrong-footed Rakotomanga. Serve from Janice Tjen down the middle, but it is a let. Hit the net on the way. Wow. Wow, that was a good return there from Rakotomanga. Left Tjen running, but Tjen doing well to get the forehand and eventually winning the point. Yeah, Tjen had to do some running herself there, but that was good play from her. 30-love. First serve Tjen. Into the net, though. Second serve. Oh, that was a good return there from Rakotomanga. drawing the error from Janice Tjen. Deep down the middle was that return. And yeah, that was perfect placement from the French player. 30-15. Janice Tjen serves, but it goes into the net, so it'll be a second serve. Good second serve. And a forehand back in behind Rakotomanga, but somehow Rakotomanga gets the ball deep and it draws the error from Janice Tjen. Yeah, there was no call. I think Janice thought it was long, but she still played the ball. She didn't stop to challenge her. Yeah. Yeah, it's 30-all here. Janice Tjen now to serve. It's a decent serve, it's in, but it is returned by Rakotomanga, and we are in a bit of a rally now. Oh, yeah, Janice went big there on the forehand. I think a bit of frustration in that forehand. She went big and powerful, but it was into the high part of the net, and it went into the net, and that's an error. And Janice Tjen is now facing another break point here at 30-40. So this could be the key moment of the match here, because you know, if she loses this point, Rakotomanga will serve for the match. And it's going to be a second serve. Yeah, not ideal. Could this be it? Serve from Janice. It is in. And she does go back in behind Rakotomanga. And it does draw the error. And that is well done by Janice Tjen. Under pressure, she brings it to deuce. And that was a let there from Janice Tjen, so it will be another first service. Goes down the tee this time. It was a good serve, but it was returned well by Rakotomanga. And yeah, eventually, after that rally, Janice Tjen comes out on top, and that was good play. I mean, Rakotomanga was actually returning surprisingly well, or just getting to ball surprisingly well, returning and defending well. So Janice Tjen comes out on top, though. It's advantage Tjen. She goes big out wide, but that's out. Second serve it will be. Oh, and that's a big forehand there from Rakotomanga, drawing the error. Really letting loose on that forehand. It's such a clean shot, isn't it, from the young French player? It's a really clean ball, and she's got good power. It is deuce. Good serve there from Janice Tjen, but it is returned, and we're in a bit of a rally, and the ball was under her feet there, and it draws an error from Janice Tjen, whose forehand goes wide, and now it's advantage Rakotomanga. Big pressure here for the Indonesian player. This feels like pretty much like a match point. Well, let's see. Good serve, but it is returned again by Rakotomanga. Oh, but a backhand error there, unforced error there from Rakotomanga. She'd done well in that point, and she's going to be disappointed with that. That break point opportunity goes, and it's back to deuce. Ooh, that was way long from Janice Tjen. Second serve it will be. She goes out wide, but it's returned. Oh, that's great play by Rakotomanga. She's just handling everything that Janice Tjen was throwing at her, and she decides to go back behind Janice with that forehand up the line. And you got to say that's tremendous play from the young French player. And it is another advantage and another breakpoint opportunity for Rakotomanga. Janice could really do with finding another big first serve. It is a let, comes off the tape and lands in the box, so she'll have to take another first serve. And that is in, but it is returned by Rakotomanga. She does remarkably well just to keep it going. She's just tremendous out the corners, and it's still going. Oh, but she sends her backhand wide, and she had the opportunity there with the open court. The backhand slice came in pretty wicked from Janice Tjen, and yeah, she just enough to put off Rakotomanga, who sends her backhand into the tram lines, and another breakpoint opportunity gone. It's back to deuce. Serve out wide from Janice Tjen, and that was remarkable. Finding the line, and yeah, it's an advantage now to Tjen, and she might actually hold on here and keep herself with a fighting chance to get back into this match. Serve, though, goes down the middle into the net. Second serve for Janice Tjen. Can she hold here? Decent second serve, but it is returned well again by Rajaonah, and we are in a bit of a rally. Oh, but it's the forehand dumped into the net by Janice Tjen, and it's back to deuce. Chris Bent, the coach of Janice Tjen, encouraging her, Janice, saying, "You've got it. Let's go. Come on." And she's got to try and dig it out here. Good serve there, but somehow Rakotomanga keeps returning it. And that was an error there from Janice Tjen. I just don't think she was expecting it to come back. But that was just a great return. And then she came in short, and then with the forehand, she goes long. And you have to say, Rakotomanga is playing well here. First serve here. It's returned again. Oh, but that's inside in. What a forehand winner from Janice Tjen. Under pressure. That was well executed just inside the line. And you got to say, the crowd loved that. I mean, that was not easy to hit that forehand, but that was brave. And that's right on the line. Beautifully executed forehand winner from Janice Tjen. Down the middle. That's a good serve, but it's returned again by Rakotomanga. She'll have an opportunity to step in here. Oh, and Rakotomanga going for that drop shot, but again, it goes into the net, and that's happened a few times. Tough match here for Janice Tjen, but she sort of looks at her coach like, how is this still going like this? But now she has an opportunity, game point advantage. So first serve here for Janice Tjen. She has an advantage. Can she hold? Good serve down the tee, and that's a tremendous serve that's unreturned, and she holds, and she gives herself an opportunity to stay in this match, Janice Tjen. The crowd love that. They want to see more tennis, and they're loving how she's competing out here. 4 games to 3, just the one break in it. Janice Tjen definitely has a chance to get back in this. But Rakotomanga, I've got to say, has been returning superbly. I mean, she's making it so tough. I mean, Janice is... Yes, let's go. Come on, she said in the direction of her box after that hold, Janice. Positive body language. She still believes she can get back in this. How are you feeling, those who are watching, those who are in the stream here? Do you think Janice can get back in this? What do you think is going to happen? Good play, I have to admit, from the young French player. She's definitely a talent, and she's really come out with a game plan to neutralize Janice's game, and she's been tremendous, really. But yeah, Janice just fighting hard, and you have to give her credit for staying in it. And the second set has been pretty competitive, and you feel like definitely Janice will have opportunity to break back. It's just a question if she can take that, and if she can, then we've got a match in our hands. And yeah, it'll be interesting to see how this goes. Mr. J thinks if Janice can break in game 8 here, then she will win set 2. Yeah, well, I can definitely see that happening. I mean, she has a great talent, Janice. I don't think she started as well as she could do, and I think we're seeing Rakotomanga showing the potential she has, playing a tremendous match, and let's see if Janice can bounce back here. Serve is returned, and that draws an error from Rakotomanga, so it starts off well for Janice Tjen. Love 15. Yes, perhaps a chance for Janice to make a remarkable comeback. Let's see. Oh, that serve was very far out by Rakotomanga, and it's a second serve now. Oh, Janice is going to be disappointed with that. She ran round to hit that forehand and sends it well wide into the tram line. So 15 all. Second serve. Good return there from Janice, but the point keeps going. And a good extended rally there, but eventually it's the forehand error coming from Janice Tjen, and she's going to be disappointed with that one. 30-15 to the French player. Yes, and it's, if she's going to get back in this, Janice is going to have to try and take any little opportunities that come her way. There's not going to be too many more at 4-3 here. Serve from Rakotomanga is returned, but it's in. And that was a forehand into the net there from Rakotomanga. That'll be disappointing because it wasn't the toughest return, but 30 all here. Wow, that was a good 1-2 there. The serve, it was returned by Tjen, but it was there for Rakotomanga to finish, and that was a tremendous forehand winner from her. You got to say. That forehand has done some damage in this match. (40-30) second serve it will be, though, for Rakotomanga. Oh, it was returned pretty well, but there was Rakotomanga waiting to hit into the open court with a backhand, and that was a good backhand winner. And it's 5-3 to the French player. And Janice is now going to serve to stay in the match. Oh, Janice is going to want to try and serve this and make Rakotomanga serve it out and maybe create some pressure on her. But it's going to be a second serve for Janice Tjen here. And eventually she finishes off Tjen with a big forehand cross court. That was a nice winner. And we perhaps haven't seen that enough from her in this match, but that was the kind of tennis that we'd seen so much in this run. And that was well executed by Janice Tjen. Beautiful, actually. And 15 love. Oh, that's a good serve down the middle. Fantastic. 30 love. Yeah, another ace there from Janice Tjen to 40 love down the tee, beautifully executed. So you have to say it's come just at the right time when she really could do with having a quick service game. Let's see if she can actually get this done though. 40 love. She goes out wide, but that's beautifully returned by Rakotomanga. Yeah, 40-15 though. So still 2 game points here. The opportunity for Janice Tjen. Serve out wide from Janice. She's able to finish off at the net. So good hold from the Indonesian, and she is going to make Rakotomanga serve out for the match. But yeah, perhaps she will feel some pressure. It's got to feel, you got to feel nervous if you're 19 years of age and you're WTA final here, an opportunity to win a title, to serve it out. So Janice, she's an experienced player. So let's see how she can handle this, and she definitely has the opportunity to create a break point. I mean, she's had so many in this match, and yeah, it's been. I mean, if we look at the stats, it is in this match, 8 out of 10 breakpoints won. 8 out of 10 breakpoints saved by Rakotomanga. So yeah, there was a lot of breakpoint opportunities. There's only one come so far for Tjen, and only one breakpoint created in the second set. But there was so many in the first set. So yeah, obviously that's some regrets, but we can't dwell on that too much. So yeah, now it is the young French player who's going to come out and serve for the match at 6-3, 5-4. I mean, she's hit a few double faults, so we'll see if the pressure, I mean, that could happen again as she's serving for the championship. Serve is returned by Janice Tjen pretty well. She's going to be aggressive. We are in a bit of a battle here in the rallies. Oh yeah, that backhand out wide, creating difficulty for Janice, and she dumps her forehand into the net. It was difficult for her on the stretch, and she's good at finding those angles. I think that's been a difficult shot for Rakotomanga to handle, the backhand cross court. Serve out wide, but it is returned. But Janice Tjen was on the run. She tried to hit the passing shot, but it goes wide, and it's 30 love to Rakotomanga. Rajaonah. 30 love here, just 2 points away from the title, Rakotomanga. Oh, but this serve is dumped into the net. So second serve it will be. Yeah, that was a good return deep down the middle from Janice Tjen. And she sends that backhand long, Rakotomanga. So it's 30-15. Perhaps an opportunity for Janice to bounce back here. And she still believes. 30-15. That was a deep return. She's hanging in here. Oh, this is good play from Janice. Oh, but she's eventually forced to hit that forehand up the line, but it goes into the high part of the net. And yeah, that is 40-15. And she was hanging in there well, but Rajaonah, I mean, that shot just hasn't worked too well for her. She's not been able to get the forehand over that high part of the net up the line. And it's 40-15, and it's 2 match points, 2 title points for Rakotomanga. But that first serve goes into the net. It will be a second serve. It's returned aggressively by Janice Tjen. Oh, she goes for the drop shot, Rakotomanga. And she goes for the lob winner, and she does it! What a way for Rakotomanga to finish off. You have to say, that was a tremendously well executed drop shot and then lob combo. And you have to say, she deserves the win. Tough for Janice Tjen. 6-3, 6-4 is the winner. Janice Tjen, disappointment. She had some opportunities. She maybe didn't quite play as well as she could, but you have to say a tremendous match played by the youngster, Rakotomanga. 6-3, 6-4. Beautiful tennis she played. Inventive tennis, but also just so tough. She was playing well on the forehand, the backhand. She was returning so well and defending so well. It was just so hard for Janice to win a point. I mean, she has an aggressive game, Janice, and she just couldn't hit any winners that easily. I think she, maybe didn't serve so well at the key moments, Janice, when she needed to, and that led to her getting broken. But in the end, yeah, it's the French players' day. Yeah, Tiantsoa Rakotomanga Rajaonah, or Sarah Rakotomanga, as she is also called. Yes, and it is a win for her. And disappointing, I know a lot of Indonesian fans watching, a lot of people hoping for history. It's since 2002 that an Indonesian player has been in a WTA final. Janice was hoping to follow in the footsteps of Angelique Wijaya and taking the title. But Janice, unfortunately, coming out short. But I do think that Rakotomanga is definitely a player to look out for. Excellent play. And Jen, she will have her opportunities again, I'm sure. This is just, very much the start as well for Janice. She's up near the top 100. I mean, I don't know what her live rank. I think her live ranking is about 102 in the world, Janice. So 103, I think. So she'll be up to 103 from her current high ranking of 130. And so Janice, still positive for her. She'll still be up to a career high ranking. And, when you're up near the top 100 like that, she's going to have the opportunity to get into the slam draws directly. No doubt she'll be continuing going off to Asia next, Janice. The Asian swing is about to start. And she'll be there. And it seems to be a bit friendly between Janice and Sarah, as Janice still smiling despite the loss. Yeah, I mean, probably she could have played better, but perhaps she recognizes how well Rakotomanga played. I mean, you have to say, beautiful play from the young French player, and it's going to be an amazing first title for her. But as I said, for Janice, she will go off to the Asian swing. We'll see what tournament she plays. She'll be very much a newcomer on the WTA tour, but I expect to see her around longer, and we'll see if she gets into some tournaments. I wonder if she might get any wild cards. Yeah, she's an exciting player. It just wasn't to be today. And there's that match point I can see again. That was just a tremendous drop shot lob winner from Rakotomanga. And you have to say, just a beautiful brand of tennis she's bringing. And it was a great, great, great match in your debut to do that. So, yeah, I want to say thank you very much for everyone joining. They're going to have the trophy ceremony, but it's late here. It's been great to have you on board. I hope to do more live streams for more of Janice Tjen's matches in the future. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, no doubt I expect Janice to be in more big tournaments, playing more big players, and have more opportunities to perhaps win WTA titles. I think she will be able to get the opportunity, but we'll have to wait and see. I think Janice does have the potential to be a top 50. And certainly so does her 19-year-old opponent today, Rakotomanga Rajaonah. Yeah. Thank you very much for watching. I hope to see you again in the future. But until then, goodbye.